Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be reviewing Disney Pixar's Cars 2. The first thing you'll notice about this movie is it is completely different than the first. Now sometimes that can be okay, that can be a good thing. But in this case, it's not. I think they took an approach that was too drastic of a change from the first movie. So the movie opens with a 6-minute scene of a spy named Finn escaping with intel of what the bad guys were up to. Now, that is a general summary of it, but there are so many things wrong that are in the movie that just should not be there. I'm not talking about logical things like, oh, cars shouldn't look like this, or how can they get up there? No. I'm talking about the fact that this movie has explosions, killing people, guns, missiles, and bombs, okay? None of those extreme and violent aspects or concepts were present or even mentioned in the previous movie. And then I'm like, wait, what the hell? They just killed all those guys in the first scene. What is this movie's rating? Excuse me? It's rated G? That can't be true. So the movie starts with Mater roasting the Italian car. The Italian car challenges McQueen to a race at the World Cups. He accepts it, and when they get there, Mater doesn't understand the higher class lifestyle of being a racer, and McQueen gets upset at him and says, "This is why I don't bring you to my races. It's because you embarrass me." Mater gets all upset. McQueen feels bad, and the whole movie, McQueen's whole goal isn't to win races. It's literally just to apologize to Mater. It makes him seem like Francesco's gonna be a bit of like the new racing rival, but they completely gloss over that and they're just like, no, he's just kind of there. The main villain is the car that hosts the World Grand Prix, and you don't really know it, to be honest, but he's this really wealthy guy who makes this new gasoline and promotes it in the races for the racers to use. His main goal is to try and sway the world that new alternative fuels are bad and they should go back to using regular gasoline. And his organization has this big oil rig that they want to make money off of and get rich, but they can still just sell gasoline and still make a fair amount of money, but I guess they're just trying to be bad to just be bad guys. And they made this weapon that looks just like a camera that you'd see when they air races onto TV, but it's actually an electromagnetic laser to blow up the new gas in racers. Yeah, they're just straight up terrorists, and I don't know how this got a G rating. But since it's a kids movie, the evil cars aren't that smart, and the good guys tend to be a lot better than others, and it's really just uninteresting. So Mater gets entangled in all of this because he uses the bathroom and is mistaken to be the American spy that Finn and this other chick spy are trying to find to get information from. It's really just a weird way for this movie to force on you trying to make Mater a more funny or interesting character, but to be honest, I find his just natural hillbilly quirks a lot more enjoyable because it feels more natural and realistic for him. He's honestly just really dumb luck sometimes in this movie, or just kind of straight stupid. I mean, yeah, there's kind of a decent message where I guess people think Mater's just an idiot and everyone just naturally looks down on him. And I can understand that being, an emotional struggle, but it's not very present in the movie enough for it to be a very emotional or impactful lesson or thing for the character to grow from. And at the end, Mater is just able to guess and knows exactly who the evil leader is. I don't really know how we knew that or how any of the clues were leading up to that, but okay. And maybe I was just somehow more stupid than this movie was, since I thought it kind of came out of nowhere. It wasn't necessarily a surprise, because I think I had seen this movie once or twice before, so I knew he was the bad guy, but there weren't any, like, clear signs or hints that it was him at all. It just kind of came out of someone's ass, like a Scooby Doo episode.
You stop that!
But honestly, this movie wasn't funny, interesting, emotional, or anything you'd usually get out of a Pixar movie. They had one consistent theme for the soundtrack, but it kind of got overplayed and old fast. But to be honest, the animation was still pretty solid for Pixar in 2011. At least they didn't skip out on that. Overall, I'd just say this movie is just pointless and just amusement for kids in general. And you can honestly ignore its existence entirely because, spoiler alert, the third movie has zero references or mentions of any of the events in this movie. Well, I guess that's got to do it for my review of Cars 2. I don't honestly know if a lot of people really enjoyed this, but if you did, tell me your opinion down in the comments below. And if you enjoyed, feel free to like and subscribe down below, and I will be coming out with more movie reviews in the future. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you all later.